Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of SafeDefend Live, joined today by Jeff Green, founder and head janitor at SafeDefend.
But HR, decorator, warehouse,
do it all,
laborer,
I love it.
Yes, yeah,
love it.
All of the above.
All the above. Well, hey, man, I really do appreciate it. You know, we were just talking a few minutes ago. The world's such a serious place. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about the coolest thing in Kansas right now. You ready?
Yeah.
Kansas Jayhawks. We're a football school.
Absolutely.
Football school. Well, at least for 24 more hours.
Hey.
We'll see after that. But I think we are. We got to wear so
5 weeks of football tradition, baby.
Well, yeah, it's been around forever.
Absolutely.
No, I tell you, they got a lot of good things going on, and one of the cool things has been a part of that is we've had consecutive sellouts for home games at KU, which is that we're used to that in basketball.
Right.
But it's pretty fun to see it in football. But talking about just some a little lighter conversation, but important. How do you keep yourself, your loved ones, your family, those around you? What's some kind of cool tips and tricks just to stay aware in these like stadiums, places like that?
This is a great time, and there's a lot of people wanting to come and experience this, and there's quite probably some drinking involved with some of them, and or some celebratory adult beverages going on, and that sometimes leads to decisions that you might not have made otherwise. But it's just really that foundational aspect of situational awareness. Events like these, just be paying attention. If you see somebody that kind of pops up on your radar, just avoid the scenario. Just be a little more vigilant. These are always absolutely great times to celebrate and get that experience and that memory. But really shouldn't let down your guard in the sense of just understand where you are and who's around you, and that's really easy to do without really affecting the celebration and the moment. So, that's just good advice going into anywhere you go, grocery stores, everywhere you may go. But, a crowd of people and sometimes the influence of alcohol and hopefully a big win, but even a loss sometimes
brings out the worst.
Pretty substantial emotional responses from people either way. And, I know I will be one of those people, but probably watching it from my couch. But it just comes down to there's gonna be a lot of families there. You're quite possibly taking your kids, and whether it's KU college game day, KU versus TCU, or any big event, a concert, even the picnics at the park or shows that they put on all summer. Anywhere you go where there's a crowd of people, you just have to stay vigilant. You can't assume somebody else is going to be watching out for you.
Well, and I'll tell you, it hit really close to home here in Oklahoma last week at a high school football game on a Friday night over in the Tulsa area. Tragically, a 17-year-old was shot and killed at a high school football game.
Oh man, yeah.
And so, being aware is important.
Absolutely.
And I've always told our kids, if it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't.
Right.
If it just doesn't feel right, you probably should take yourself out of that situation and get away from it. I think there's, paying attention to simple things like lighting, where are you parking?
Right.
Go if you're going to go to your vehicle and it's dark out, you want to be parked in a good place. If you can go in pairs, it's less likely to. So just simple little things are going to help you. And then inside the stadiums, pay attention, same rules apply.
Right.
If you see something that doesn't feel right, go get somebody. There's ushers in every section of every stadium out there. If you're at a high school stadium, go find that person that's standing around, usually up top or, where they can kind of keep an eye on things, usually an administrator. Let them know if you see an SRO. There's usually SROs at sporting events these days at the high school level. Go find your friends with a badge on their chest and say, hey, I don't know if there's anything to this, but something doesn't look right. Don't be afraid to be that person.
Well, and keep in mind, it does, when you get crowded people, yes, life-threatening situations are something you should always be just a little bit more cognizant of than maybe in general. But there's a lot of safety things that could go wrong in these types of scenarios that aren't necessarily, gun or knife related. But fights break out. You've got, and those tend to spread. You've got people that may want to steal or pickpocket or
break into cars in the parking.
Break into cars, take advantage of a crowded situation, and all of those things. So it's a matter of, man, go have fun, celebrate, support your team. Just know that you put a whole bunch of people in a confined space, and a lot of people let their guard down, and it's just a matter of, hey, just raise that level of awareness just a little bit in these types of events, and go have fun the whole time you're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, we've said this before, Jeff. We've talked about this topic. Don't not go. Don't not go.
Absolutely
enjoy yourself. Not. You don't need to go out there and be on edge. Just be aware. Just pay attention to your surroundings. That goes a long, long ways. Like you said, if you're in a restaurant, a movie theater, a sporting event, your home, grocery store, doesn't matter. Just pay attention. That there's been some incidents I've read in the news the last couple of days too in hotels. Where we've seen some tragedy, and I think that's one that especially if I'm traveling with my bride, I should do this all the time. I think I'm just less. Even though we talk about this all the time, I think you get in the habit. You will in. You're tired. You want to get in the hotel, so you take whatever's available to park. You get in the hotel. Pay attention to those things. Try to park under a light if you can. Try to park up front where there's a lot of the most traffic possible. Just do those kind of things. It's going to go a long ways. And then when you're in your hotel, pay attention then too. Before as you're getting off the elevator, just look up and down the hall, see if there's anybody else in the halls, and just pay attention.
I'll tell you one of I'm occasionally on TikTok, and I've seen some flight attendants with some pretty good ways to secure their hotel rooms.
Yeah,
you want to talk about some people that have done it, lived it, and have some pretty easy ways to do it. Go look those up either on the internet or because they're they live that every day, and they've got some pretty unique and quick ways to secure the hotel room. And it. Just again, it comes back down to we've got to live our lives, and we've got to celebrate moments and be and get experiences that are add to the quality of life that we have. And it just really comes down to you've got to look out for you, and you've got to look out for your kids and your family and your loved ones. And as much as law enforcement are there, trying to look out for everyone. They can't see everything going on. It becomes your responsibility, and just own that a little bit as you're going into these types of opportunities, and you'll come out with that amazing memory and that amazing experience, and get to keep that the rest of your lives. And it's in crowds, you're responsible for you.
Yeah, and I think that's a great way to say it. And I think it's common sense. Again, trust your gut. Just trust your gut. The chances are you won't be a part of anything, but just take a few minutes and just scan around. Just trust your gut. Now, I do the important thing. I live in Oklahoma. Of course, I don't know if you've heard, University of Oklahoma is having some struggles right now in football.
Yeah, I've heard. I think they're a lacrosse school now, aren't they?
No.
Hanging their hat on right now. They're
they're a softball school. They're softball.
Softball. Yeah.
And I've been telling all of my Sooner fans. I said, "Who'd have thunk it? I'm a Jayhawk, and we're a football school and a basketball school and great academic university, and you guys are a softball school, and you're pretty good in school, pretty good academically." So I've had a lot of fun the last couple of weeks, but KU, this run KU's on is pretty special. I was talking to a good buddy of mine that's a huge KU guy, KU grad, and follows him, has never not followed him. And I asked him, I said, "Hey, what are we going to do to keep that coach here?" And he said, "We're going to back that Brinks truck up for him." He said, "That's what we're going to do." So you better hurry up and back it. He's a Wisconsin boy.
We're going to back that up, and I think we're going to get some pretty cool facility upgrades as well as we come through there. I think that'll probably be part of the deal too. I'm just excited to see the college game day signs. That's
so cool.
Yeah, the one I'm leaning towards is, hey, can't wait to see college game day at Mizzou next. Wait, never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
Sorry. Hey, they may not be in our conference anymore, but the rivalry still is ingrained from birth.
The border war is alive and well.
Absolutely.
And one of again, I was living in Oklahoma when Missouri went to the SEC, and I was devastated. Nobody up here got it or down here got it. They're like, what's the big deal? And I said, dude, you don't get it. Right. It's much like Oklahoma and Texas, right? People down here that are Oklahoma State fans, and I'm an Oklahoma State fan. It's a great year to be a Cowboy right now.
Right.
But we think that OU OSU is the big rivalry. Well, you got to beat them more than 19 times in the history of the rivalry to be a rivalry. It's a in-state rivalry, and I get that. And I think it's similar. People don't realize if you're not from Kansas, you didn't grow up in Kansas. Yeah, KU Kansas is important. But boy, baby, when we were playing Missouri every year, that's the one everybody had circled.
Absolutely,
it was Missouri.
When you go to KU, you learn that you don't like K-State, but you hate Mizzou.
You hate Mizzou. That's right. That's right. Now we got a lot of great Missouri friends, so we say this with love.
Yeah,
this with love.
We don't apply that to the individual; we apply that to the campus. So
no, we want you to lose every game that you play in every sport, but we love you.
Yes, yeah. We'll still be friends at the end of the day.
We'll be there to pick you up after it's over, but but we would like you to lose every game. So, well, Jeff, you got any parting thoughts or wisdom you want to put a bow on this for us?
Yeah, just. We appreciate everybody that's following along and watching these later down the road. Yep. And SafeDefend is still continuing to have a great year, and we still have a little bit of room to get some people on board. So if your school or your business is interested, give us a holler. We can, might be able to get something done for this year. Otherwise, we're already scheduled out into next year. So.
Well, training, right, Jeff?
Absolutely, training. We're really
end of year training.
We're really building that side of it up, and we're going to be rolling into 2023 with. And we'll share some of that down the road, but some really valuable training opportunities for businesses, schools, just about anything, and so we're excited about that. So, just reach out, contact us, Jeff at SafeDefend.com or 913-856-2800. And Rock Chalk Jayhawk, let's get bowl eligible this weekend and go from there.
Well, it's fun to say that, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I wish I would have put $100 down in Vegas on KU being bowl eligible this year.
Well, take a flyer and say put $100 down on KU winning the Big 12.
Oh,
that would have been a ticket to pay out. Not that we gamble. We don't gamble.
No. We would be doing our Facebook Lives from a boat in the Virgin Islands. So, we'd be.
Well, everybody enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Friday night. If you're going out to enjoy your community's high school football games, go have a lot of fun. Enjoy tomorrow. Got a great lineup. And then you got the NFL on Sunday. So you got 3 great days of football. I hope everybody gets out and enjoys it.
Chiefs Monday night. And at least in the Midwest, it looks like the weather's going to be perfect for a fall weekend. So in your area it is too. So, enjoy it.
So enjoy it. Have a great time with your family. Be aware. Pay attention. But most importantly, have fun. Jeff, thank you so much. We appreciate y'all.
Have a great weekend.
All right, brother.
Bye.